And the Yellow Jackets will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. Rush is on him, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the road.
Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
The pitch. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Bruins! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Alexander. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Looking to throw, it's King. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Finds the tight end. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hutchinson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. to fire on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Makes the grab. There he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Once he got some room, it was over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he makes the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. He breaks a tackle. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Crosses the 30. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Wimsatt. It's complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Grab behind the line. It's Reynolds. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Using his legs, it's Hardy. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. Plows through the defense. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's King. Fires to the big fella. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Listen, I know that game didn't get very much, but I love getting the tight ends involved. Get everybody involved in the offense. Make me cover the whole field. Keep everybody a little bit honest.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Duke.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Duke. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's King. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Snapped it in the shotgun. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on camera.
These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
It's complete to the right. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Caught near the sticks, it's Reynolds. He'll be out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Wimsatt. Makes the catch, it's Reynolds. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
On target. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Direct snap. It's Hardy. He'll toss it. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Duke. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He'll take the deep shot. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Smashes ahead. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Powers through the defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
On the move, it's Hardy. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. To the air, it's Wimsatt. On the run, still looking. He's going to run it.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelt blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing it. How about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Bruins are flying down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in, it's Reynolds. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Check. Red 83 switch. Red 83 switch.
He wants to change this route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change.
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass, it's Kane. Fires to the big fella. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Gonna look downfield again. Fires left. Got his man. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down, brings us to 4th.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Hands it off. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Maddox. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hutchinson. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Wide open spaces. He's at the touchdown, Bruins. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's King. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I think a lot of people were curious what the strategy would be tied this late in the game with this field position. Do you play it safe? Do you play it for OT? I think you just got the answer right there. This coaching staff believes in this quarterback to make the throws to put their offense in position to win this game late.
Fires to the tight end. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Looking downfield on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Makes the catch. It's Duke. Still on his feet at the 45. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, but we've got less than a minute to go here. We've got to be more aggressive. We've got to take some shots and put some pressure on the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's King. And wings it incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Bringing it back. What a tremendous effort on the final play of regulation, but we've got overtime coming. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Looking to pass. It's Wimsatt. Quick completion on the outbound. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Caught in the backfield, it's Reynolds. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA! They take the lead here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to throw, it's King. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running behind that left side. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a 2-point conversion. From the gun, he'll try to throw. They got it! The 2-point conversion, and it's a game winner! Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on